Royal drama is in full swing as news breaks that King Charles has gifted the late Queen's dresser, Angela Kelly, a new home in honor of a promise made by his mother. The gift comes after Mrs. Kelly was asked to vacate her cottage on the Windsor estate, just months after the Queen's death. But fear not, the King has come to her rescue, proving he's not the heartless monarch some have painted him to be. Mrs. Kelly, a doctor's daughter from Liverpool, had been promised lifelong accommodation by the Queen, but sadly, this was not to be. While Mrs. Kelly was adored by the late Queen, who even granted her the right to produce books about her role, it seems she ruffled feathers among staff and senior royals with her quick temper, earning her the nickname AK-47. But love her or hate her, the King has made it clear that he didn't want to see her homeless, the Daily Mail reported. The new home is believed to be near Guiseley in Yorkshire, and it is thought that the King has bought the property, which will revert to the Crown on her death. While Mrs. Kelly was spotted leaving her Windsor home Saturday morning, looking solemn and wearing a scarf to prepare for the unpredictable weather, she was clearly excited about her new adventure. In fact, she posted a picture of her garden on social media, telling friends that she was getting ready to say goodbye and that she was moving at last to my new home, which I will be able to call my home at last. Despite her excitement, friends of Mrs. Kelly feel that she has been treated unfairly after decades of loyal and devoted service, becoming another victim of the King's property merry-go-round. While Mrs. Kelly was praised for overhauling the Queen's image with eye-catching outfits and matching hats, as Her Majesty's health faltered, Ms. Kelly became more of a personal assistant. The monarch had once even told her, "We could be sisters." On the day of Queen Elizabeth's funeral last year, Mrs. Kelly described it as a very sad day for me today. I said goodbye to my best friend. Many in royal circles expected she would be granted accommodation for life, but sadly, this was not to be. Fortunately, the King has come through with a generous gift, proving that he's not the cold-hearted monarch some have made him out to be. The narrative that the King is heartless has all been very wide of the mark. His Majesty has never wanted to see anybody homeless, particularly someone who has been so loyal. While Mrs. Kelly may not have been everyone's cup of tea, the King had no desire to see her without a roof over her head. He even went so far as to buy her a new home, a gesture that speaks volumes about his character.
In the end, it's clear that the King values loyalty and dedication.
Mrs. Kelly may have ruffled feathers in the past, but her commitment to the late Queen was unwavering. And now, thanks to the King, she can look forward to a new chapter in her life, free from the worry of where she'll lay her head at night. It's a heartwarming story that reminds us all that sometimes, even in the highest echelons of society, kindness and compassion can still prevail.